Well, I just meant this is a good idea for your kids. You could put veggies in it.
Put veggies in there?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Well, here's where I share that one of these actually has cat food in it.
Bro!
I'm kidding.
My heart just sank to the floor. Oh, my God. Mealtime is all about bonding, right? Bringing loved ones together. And who do you love more than your cat? Nobody.
Yeah. Unless he's a jerk that day, then maybe somebody else.
Then maybe me. But, yeah. But the people at Fancy Feast, Purina's Fancy Feast, the makers of cat food, have come up with a cookbook inspired by some of the dishes they already make for your pet. So we're going to be trying some flavors this morning from the Fancy Feast, what is it? Petite Feast cookbook.
Yum.
It's going to be fancy. It's going to be cat food. Fancy cat food. It's for humans. I should say it's for humans.
Yes.
And to prepare this, I actually looked at some of the recipes and I was like, holy cow, this is a little bit more advanced for me. So called a friend, Chef Michael. He's executive chef at Grand Living in Indian Creek. Thank you so much for being with us this morning.
Happy to be here. Good morning.
We were really glad that you answered
Yes.
the phone and said, yeah, I'll be there. Thank you.
This is probably the weirdest thing on your resume, though, right?
Oh, you'd be surprised.
Oh, okay.
Weird stuff happens. Well, we're going to be eating a couple of different dishes today. You have prepared for us chicken bolognese loaf with angel hair pasta,
Yes.
chicken and ramen with tomato honey butter sauce, and roasted salmon with spiced French toast, cardamom carrots, and maple rosemary sauce.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
There's a lot of steps to these recipes.
Which one was the hardest?
Oh gosh. Well, I mean the bolognese loaf because it had to be prepared ahead of time, and I actually got up at like 5 to start making that. It was rough.
Oh my!
And
He's the best.
I'm not used to getting up in the dark.
You don't
No,
have
yeah.
to usually.
It was good. Yeah. So that was the most labor intensive. I think the most unique combination of flavors would be the chicken with ramen and. What else is
Tomato honey butter sauce?
Tomato honey butter sauce.
That surprises me that a cat would be interested in ramen.
Yeah, I don't know. Are there like noodles in the cat food that this is based on? Or is
I
just
know, it
the-
makes me wonder.
Like grains? You said, does your cat have something with potatoes in it or something?
Yeah, it's got like salmon and potatoes, something like that. I don't
Oh,
know.
okay.
It's the Rachel Ray brand.
Your cat is so bougie.
I know.
Wow.
Who does the market research to figure out the
Yeah.
cat's like
Yeah, right. I would
sweet
like to know.
potatoes with their salmon?
I'd like to know.
Interesting. I'm most afraid, I think, of the roasted salmon with spiced French toast, just because I don't think we traditionally serve salmon and French toast together, but I guess they could
What?
work.
Yeah, I think you get the right combination of spices and flavors together. It could be really delicious.
You said it could be.
It could be.
I'm trying these for the first time along with you guys. So
Okay,
Ooh.
okay.
it'll
It's
be an
going to be
adventure.
fine. Well, we have one of each dish. So why don't we just start, pass out a couple. Destiny, what do you want to start with?
I want to do the toast one that you think is going to be weird.
Good.
All right.
You do the salmon French toast. That sounds like a wonderful dish for you.
It's so fancy looking.
Chef, I would really love to try your chicken bolognese loaf.
Absolutely.
And
I guess that leaves me the chicken with ramen.
you have chicken and ramen.
All right.
These are absolutely beautiful. First off, they look exactly like the picture. Sometimes when we do Taste It Tuesday, mine don't look exactly like the picture, but close. Not exactly. So we'll just
Wow, this looks good.
grab a bite. Do you have?
Wow, this smells like cat food.
I'm
Not in a bad way.
I'm
Not
not-
in a bad
Best
way.
compliments you've
Is that
ever
a
received.
compliment?
That's a
or
compliment.
no?
My
Okay.
cat only eats
She's
salmon.
complimenting your cooking, Chef. I swear.
I
swear
that
she
was
is.
a compliment. I 100% promise that. My cat eats a lot of salmon stuff, so I think that's why I said, "Oh, that smells like my cat food."
Salmon just smells like cat food.
Yeah.
It's fish.
Oh,
I'm trying to get some pasta.
wow.
Yeah. Okay. Salmon.
that's incredible.
Yeah?
My cat gets to eat that.
Well, no, you get to
No.
have this alongside your cat.
It's human food inspired by flavors that cats like. So cats have pretty good palates, it turns out.
Wow, that is good.
Good.
You're gonna like this one.
I'm okay. So it's not like a decadent morning time French toast.
No,
There's
it's
no sugar in the French toast.
it's very good.
Oh, a savory French toast.
Yes.
Well, I've got dangling angel hair pasta, so I'm gonna just try to as ladylike as possible.
You
ever
got
get
this.
food on the microphones?
sometimes.
Yes, actually.
Sometimes.
It's
Don't
kind of
worry.
gross.
Okay, yeah.
I'm going to just slurp.
There you go,
There
girl.
we go. Slurp up that noodle. This is amazing.
What does it taste
Chicken
like?
bolognese loaf with angel hair pasta. I was worried about the word loaf because meatloaf,
I'm not a big fan of.
Loaf is not a appetizing word.
no,
No.
not always my favorite thing. But it's chicken? I don't know. It's really, really good.
That's the one that looks most like cat food, I think.
It does look a lot
It
like
kind
cat
of does, actually.
just because of the loaf.
Yeah.
It's a light colored loaf, which doesn't help it. It kind of has a tuna color,
But see, the way that you plated mine, it looks so fancy.
doesn't it? Yeah.
Like, I
just-
would eat this at, like, an expensive restaurant.
You guys, he garnished them. There's
I
a
know he
sprig of
did.
rosemary on top of that one.
I love it.
Cats eat with their eyes first.
Do they?
So they
Mm.
gotta,
This is a fun fact. Thank
gotta
you,
look
Chef.
good for them, yeah.
You go ahead, dive into your.
Okay, so I tried this. It's quite delicious. It's a
chicken and ramen?
unique combination because it's ramen and soy, but there's also tomatoes and Parmesan cheese. So
Mm.
you
very
get sweet,
lots
savory.
of umami going on here
Umami.
with the soy and the Parmesan, and it really works. I was a little. This is the wasn't one I was most apprehensive about, but I think it really works. It's delicious.
I like that
Really?
we all started with the ones we were really scared of. That's kind of nice.
I loved it. I would say 20 out of 10.
Okay.
Wow.
20 out of 10?
Oh, mine was good. Like, I think you don't understand how good this one is.
That's high praise.
I think the maple sauce is
That's
probably
the-
what makes it.
Yes, because
little
you've got the salmon,
rosemary,
but then you get the
little
hint
maple.
of the maple, and I'm like, whoa. It shooketh me, Claire.
Shooketh. She is shooketh. Cooking up a couple of fancy dishes from the Fancy Feast Petite Feast cookbook. Yes, the people who brought you your cat's cat food have now brought you a cookbook that you can cook from. They say that it is dishes you'll be serving to your cat, but made for humans. So it's inspired by the cat food that they make for your cat, but these are like human ingredients.
Can you imagine if I sat next to my cat eating this food? Like, he'd be real mad.
Would your cat be jealous?
Yeah.
And try
he
to
would.
eat off your plate?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my. Okay. And thus
I
far,
would say eat it in another room without your cat.
don't eat this in front of your cat. Well, they're encouraging. It's like mealtime is like a time for everybody to come together. Like you cook with your family, right? And it brings everybody to the table. Why not bring the cat to the table as well?
Oh, there's a lot of reasons why, Claire.
There's a couple.
I can go off.
Well, we're enjoying today chicken bolognese loaf with angel hair pasta, chicken and ramen with tomato honey butter sauce, and roasted salmon with spiced French toast, cardamom carrots, and maple rosemary sauce. All very fancy, all way too difficult for me to have prepared. So we have brought in a ringer. Chef Michael from Grand Living at Indian Creek has graciously offered to make our meals this morning. Thank you so very much.
My pleasure.
Because, yeah, this was daunting.
He also made it look way better than what I would have done.
It looks better
this
than
is
the picture.
fancy.
Yes. It's a
Fancy feast, if you will.
Oh, yes.
fancy feast just for us.
Yes.
Well, we have rotated dishes. I am now plated with the roasted salmon, spiced French toast, cardamom carrots, and maple rosemary sauce. That's a name.
That's a mouthful.
That's a full name. Chef, you have the chicken bolognese loaf with angel hair pasta. And Destiny, you're the chicken and ramen with tomato honey butter sauce.
Yes.
Okay.
Here
Bite it
goes.
up.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, don't let it
My
fall off the
ramen
fork.
won't go on. There we go.
What do you got? Chef, what do you think?
Chewing, hold on.
Chewing. Discover it.
Oh, okay.
I got runaway French toast over here.
Mmm.
Oh,
How come my ramen never tastes like this?
are you using the packet?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Oh.
Oh, you didn't use the packet ramen?
No, no.
Wait, they've got ramen that's not 50 cents at Walmart?
Oh, that's what it is, but you just throw the packet away and add your own stuff to it.
He
Same-
made his own.
Same noodles.
Wow. I've never thought about doing that before.
Yeah.
That was great.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
I love the roasted salmon.
I
The
told
spiced French
you.
toast. It might be the best salmon I've ever had.
Really? Well, I'm anxious to try this one.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like, you just get so overwhelmed with the fishy flavor, but you don't get that at all. And then you've got like the French toast is like an interesting kind of thing on its own. It's got, spices to it. I love it. It's interesting. It's not a regular, everyday meal.
Well,
No.
ramen is really great, to have when you're like in a time crunch and stuff. But this ramen I felt like not guilty about. Like there's like
It's a lighter ramen.
it's a lighter ramen. It's kind of sweet, and then you have the chicken on top of it. It's so good.
Well, I love that
Doesn't have-
it's all fancy feast, right?
Yeah, and it doesn't have quite the sodium and
Exactly, which I think helps out a lot.
additives that are in the package.
So
Yeah.
you're saying it is healthy.
You're saying I could go on a diet with this.
Healthy
I,
ramen.
I would think so, yeah. No.
He's like, don't put that kind of pressure on me.
He said it.
No, I'm going to say absolutely.
There we go.
It's low fat, there's high protein.
There we go.
It depends on if you're watching the carbs or not, but that's
Yeah.
that's a big thing these days.
What did you think of your chicken bolognese loaf?
It was so much better than I expected.
Really?
Really?
Because it really does. It's of the dishes, it looks the most cat foody,
Yeah.
but it can't help it.
And again, the term loaf kind of had to hold up with that. But it's good. It's that there's sun-dried tomatoes in it, so they provide a
Mhm.
nice little bit of texture. So it's not all like ground meat.
Yeah, you don't want too much ground meat.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, the tomatoes make it light, make it fun.
I'm most nervous about the loaf, though, because I know the salmon is good, but the loaf kind of looks like cat food.
It does.
It
But
does. You want to pass
it's
again?
cat food.
Yeah.
I would
Try
eat
this.
again.
This is great.
Okay. Whoa.
Oh.
You left your knife on here.
Oh, my bad.
Okay. Do you want it?
Nope.
You
I
got
got
this? No, I got the loaf. I'm good. Hey, you really
Ooh.
are good with that. Oh gosh. Ramen with tomatoes is kind of boggling my mind. Are these lima beans or edamame?
edamame.
Okay. So, Destiny, you now getting after the noodles with your chicken bolognese loaf and angel hair pasta. Chef, you've got the roasted salmon with spiced
Wow.
French toast. Seriously, it is so good. I know from your face, you're like,
Wow.
yeah,
You like the
yeah.
salmon?
It kind of works.
That is fantastic.
Wow.
It's so good. An unexpected delight.
It really is.
Very good.
The curry on the French toast with the cardamom and the sweetness and the carrots.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic.
That's a great dish.
I'm
Yeah.
telling you, I would pay big money for that at a restaurant. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I thought that was fantastic.
And you're right. I just had the chicken and ramen, and it is so light. I think the sweetness of the honey helps lighten it up too, so you don't have like that sodium overload that you traditionally get.
Yes.
With maybe a packet of ramen.
Yeah.
But that's really good.
And I'm not a big fan of meatloaf. I've just never really been in my entire life.
But did you try it?
But I did, and I like this.
It's good, right?
This is very good.
Now, it's kind of got that weird, I don't know what kind of meat it looks like, because it doesn't look like chicken.
No.
Yeah, well, when you put things in a loaf, you can disguise a lot of, not that I did this, but you can disguise some mystery ingredients.
Wait, are you saying that for Claire? So for kiddos?
He definitely didn't do that. Wink.
Well, I just meant this is a good idea for your kids. You could
Yeah.
put veggies in
Put
it.
veggies in there?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Well,
Mhm.
here's where I share that one of these actually has cat food in it.
Bro!
I'm kidding.
My heart just sank to the floor. Oh my gosh. Survived another Taste It Tuesday. Chef Michael, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
The Morning Scramble, C102.9